downside and only upside. Montang and Kaid have been bent out by Team Bliss, the Ace and the Valkyrie from Antic as we head to Nighthaven Labs. Electrical.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Brendo, though, has that clash that will be awaiting him.
Oh!
And as soon as he goes in, he goes straight back out. Oh. And Sage lost his life to Tuhan.
Yeah, I really like that from Antic trying to counter the Nomad. We saw Worthy bait out the trick, so that the clash could retreat, but it doesn't matter because Oda able to go deep, finds two, almost gets the third. Those three defenders now locked on the other side of the objective. 3 versus 3, and full information. Every single player on defense pinged out, but Frixel, despite that, still good for 1.
Wow. Can't play off of that high launcher really as well as they would have liked to. Brando just wants to get the plant down. Claymore has been placed. No real movement. This does not get denied by the Nitro Cell or the Impact. And Oda with the big kill again in a second, and that's 4 kills from Oda, but the last one is the one that matters the most. It's Tui. Antic are on the board to begin the grand final.
Defenders disabled the diffuser.
Yeah, big clutch play there from Tuhan. Out of games as well. Once this position is unlocked, so too will his team's potential. Spots the foot and the shoulder. His brother steals the kill.
I'm up above, and if you don't deal with me, I'm going to be a nuisance, and I might even have more impact. Drop down the hatch. That was Fisher guy. Gets away momentarily by Killerman, who just lapsed. Position was known, but the round is not over, and now into a 2 versus 2. Juicy on site. We know how good he can be in these positions.
Oh, big scan from the Inox forces the swing, but Brendo does not capitalize and find the kill. Tuhan given an opportunity to retreat, and Weddable's unable to find ground. And in the face of the mirror window, which Tuhan has retreated to, this is no longer a favorable fight for Brendo. It would take something special here with 20 seconds.
He has been that go-to guy, though, for Team Bliss. But is the versatile nature of the combinations that you can bring.
Oh,
in we go. And cheat. Tuhan, though, found opening kills, and 3 have gone against Bliss. Weddaples, speaking of him. There's a lot of firepower being thrown in his direction. Timely, that's 1. No more to fall. What can Brendo do from this position? That is a precise angle. That's a wonderful headshot. And suddenly, very winnable. Oh, never mind. Worthy experience will shine through in that moment. And it's 3 rounds to the good for Antic. Pretty even performance so far as well for Antic. And hello, it's Fisher guy with a double entry kill. Maybe roles have reversed and wet balls to double down with him. This is just far too easy getting into a site such as Command and Server. Killerman with a double. He's going to need to get the ace though if he's going to win this over towards Rafters. He looks like he's the one attacking in this round. It looks as if Antic are on the attack and Bliss are on the defense with the positions. Oh, he's just full white.
No way of escaping, really now just playing for his life, playing for time. Flash comes through, but the barricade to slow down the push and a second to follow. He is being marked. So they have a full read, another flash, 1 more to come. Killerman, there's nothing he could do. Wasted a bit of time.
2 versus 2, this time now to 2 versus 4, and the Deimos is in effect. The Don has already been tracked, trying to play off the other ping, but as is the case, the pressure from above, it gets to you, puts you in a bad position, and Brendo to capitalize against the Don. Shots do land from Tuhan, but in a 1 versus 4, never mind, headshot.
Breach exposed now. Things start to get a little bit more difficult for the remaining parts of this defense, but Tuhan steps up, and so too does Juicy. Sage's position revealed. The F not outside. Weddable's just taking ground in towards Con, but probably has been heard at that distance. Capitulate a little bit here, Team Bliss. It was a bonus round though, to be fair.
Oh, that's messy. You could tell pretty early on in the halves whether or not it was going to work out for them on the attack. Here's an early engagement and just the slight little look away from Worthy.
Ground found electrical, but immediately slapped down by Sage. Juicy left in the 1 versus 5 to stat pad, but this has been a very successful defense from Bliss. I think it was a positive step forward in this match from them to select this objective, and vertical control far too superior. Won't be too much longer until this round peters out, and the Team Bliss able to find comfort over towards the primary sites, and that's the biggest takeaway from this. It bodes them well to potentially, off the back of the first rotation, walk away with the lead after the 2-4 half, which is a good position to find themselves in. Juicy continues to fight hard. But Bliss not offering too many opportunities.
Yeah, tight angled position in through IT and Rafters. I think is just going to be walking into an onslaught. This needs to be a play in towards blue, and it is. At the last second, they switch it up and they catch Fisher guy off guard. That's a big kill. You've got now 2 methods of entry. Bliss are going to have to now keep their eyes over towards IT, Rafters, and now blue. And Killer, man, gets a huge moment in this round. Got traded, but again, opening up sight. This is very winnable now for Antic.
Yeah, big from Sage though. Frixel needs to try and help his team brute force his way through and does so alongside Juicy and leaves Wettables in a 1v3. 30 seconds though on the clock and 2 hands low. He falls. Juicy though, will he elect to stick the plant? He does. Force flight though, and Wettables wins it. Gets all 3 kills and equalizes the scores for Team Bliss.
Oh, that is so demoralizing for Antic. Caught the eyes maybe for a little bit of underperformance after a very strong end to 2023. Well, that's a big kill though for Frixel. Takes out the starman of the previous round in Wettables and Brendo to follow. Frixel, well, gets 2 before he...
Although that's now been shown to the rest of the defense off the back of that F not mine. Sage good for 1, so too is Fish. They're not going to let this plant go down. They're not going to let Antic win this round. I think trying to go for a knife.
Yeah, he did.
Currently near warehouse at the moment. Dylan does get the first, so looked at him to step up, and he does on this occasion. Oda does drop the fuser though. So 4 versus 4. 1 minute to go. Vertical does prevent. Oh, I was going to say present another opportunity, but in the meantime, Wettables able to hit the flank. Again, now it's a 3v3, it's equalized.
Oh, wet. Yeah, this is his kind of game. Does eventually lose his life, but that regress up above was enough to maybe throw this round into disarray. Over towards warehouse, double stack, and it's Antic still with a chance. 2 versus 2, and a big shot from Worthy. Massive moment here, and we're too hard at his side. They've certainly now got the numbers advantage. Brendo, a little bit more quiet here in this particular map. But he's made for these moments, just as Wettables was before. Close left, couldn't get the player. Eventually goes down to the goose.
So Ying being cooked here. Antic looking to force out this position. Ground gathered, but Fisho falls and the trade doesn't land. Yeah, okay, that.
This is incredible. Dominant round from Antic. Round has fallen apart. Wettables by himself. Using their map pick. In the semi-final to Man LFO. The opening kill to Oda. Finds his 10th kill. And Brendo elsewhere. From here, certainly not up in a 5v2. It's going to take something crazy now for Antic. Not able to really play off of each other either. 200 up above court. And that's a flawless way to finish up regulation. Overtime we go. Interesting. I would imagine closer to sight. Opposite of blue. Oda gets one onto Worthy. Now through Rafters for Frixel. That's a greedy Candela to try and clear out this mirror position. He can try and now break it, and he does do so. So Rafters certainly in a better position for Antic, but they just keep bleeding players. After Juicy got that kill onto Fisher, it's all gone the way of Bliss. Boy, have they just been able to flip it again. Frixel needs 3. Bliss, but it's one less player that they have to deal with anyway. There's the final logic bomb, and there's a big kill from Killer Man to try and just offset that advantage. It was only very momentarily though, and they've lost Juicy. Didn't quite get to see how that actually transpired. He's gone down in the middle of the site. Worthy not sure exactly which direction's going to be the deathly one. Good kill onto Brendo. Pulls out the shotgun, expecting the push from Electrical. 2 versus 2. Can he get this to make it work? No down yet. He goes down though, prone on the ground to reload. How is he not dead? What? How does he not get the kill? How does something happen? They do eventually double team.
This is difficult for Bliss. I don't think they're in the best of positions at the moment. Good as army barricade. Stop Killer Man. And Juicy does fall. So perhaps that plant position, that plant pattern from Antic, not amazing either. So pressure certainly creeping in to this match. There's now 40 seconds on the clock, 4v4 for this first map point.
Not a lot of time remaining now for Antic, and they need a kill. Sooner rather than later. Brendo got taken very low over towards bending. That's a big shot coming through again, this time from Frixel. One close. Wettables tried to go for the flank. Doesn't quite work. Tough shot to hit onto that player. Bisho Inside a kitchen. Not a lot of time left. He does eventually get taken down by Tuhan. 2 versus 2 to close this out. It could not be any closer to close out this 15th and final round of the opening map. Massive down onto Frixel, and Worthy has to stick to plant all by his lonesome. And Brendo with 2 massive kills to win the map for Team Bliss. It was hard fought. It came right down to the wire. And the best player in the region gets it done. Top A stairs for Juicy. Just trying to open up in towards officers, and Tuhan finds a big kill on to Brendo. Frixel as well, further compounding the pain as the logic bomb does ring out. I think there was one creeping around 9, and that might have been Wettables. 2 versus 4, and it could start for Antic, and yeah, Worthy getting Antic off to an amazing start here on their map pick of Border.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Down to just Wettables in a 1 versus 3. He's already clutched up 1. In the case for them, now picked here. Great start. What more have they got in terms of home cooking? That's a good shot from Brendo. A little bit of damage onto Frixel, gets him to half health. Same with Brendo, though, back the other way through Workshop now, rotates around. Busey trying to find an angle and a sight line.
It'll be a freebie for Wettables if he's patient enough and timing does go his way. There we go, said timing. Worthy falls, trade lands, archives though. That's Fisho guy. Bit patient, didn't want to give away a sound cue, and is rewarded with the penultimate kill in the round. Juicy in the 1v3 with 8 HP is not going to be able to win this one out. So it's a solid response. This is the nature of Border. Snowballing rounds typically tend to be the way. Entry is very, very important. It's difficult to retake. Too hard for another. And this round is pretty much all but over. Sorry for talking, Jose.
Well, it's a quick round. And not much has really happened from Team Bliss. Really good round as well for Antic. Kind of goes back, though, to what I was saying before the start of this round, though. I mean, Antic have looked good. They clearly come in with a good game plan. That's a nice shot from Fisher guy. Plan's going to go down, though, from Juicy. That was Frixel over towards main lobby. And Frixel, even 1 to start here. Chance as well, as we watch him to see if he can make it 6-1. That Chance may just go begging. Not many bullets left in that chamber. We'll have to reload the DMI instead. Goes for the logic bomb. And maybe a swift entry from Worthy off the back of it. Nice shot from Wettables, though. Switched on. Was not phased by that logic bomb at all. Brendo to fall down and out for the count now, courtesy of Tuhan. A little trade, 1 for 1. But the advantage is still with Bliss.
I mean, with that sort of configuration and the mirror on the armory wall, it should be really difficult for a player to make that jump in and clear that position and ultimately shut down. But Tuhan continues to fight his way through. Minute to go on the clock. Wettables, though, still loitering in security. Information obtained, yellow ping to come through.
He can fall back at that point. This feels like Bliss are kind of throwing a couple of little moments so far here on Border compared to what we've seen on previous rounds. Wettables could have easily just fallen back. Instead, creeps forward. He was yellow pinged out. And obviously, he's unaware of that. 38 seconds. I mean, these are honestly much better positions, though, between Oda and Sage. Unironically, the 2 players that I mentioned before that maybe haven't had quite the night tonight that they would like. Much assault from I don't know who I'm looking at right now. I think it's Oda. Sage will go down. I think the Hunters just had a little bit of a...
Try to sneak their way forward inside of Workshop. Juicy, if he catches one, this could unlock the round for his team, but he falls. Going in blind. Sage can just continue to hold down this line.
Big kill from Sage as he was indeed holding that line. Brendo to fall, 2 versus 2. We've been in this position so many times in this grand final. Tuhan and Killerman versus Wettables and Fisher guy. 10 seconds, and Fisher with an explosive kill. Tuhan as well, though, finds his 9th. Can he get a 10th kill to win this round? No real time.
So Sage then on the tuber out as his brother connects onto Worthy with the Nitro Cell. Sage is trying his best to ward off this pressure, but the flashbangs do come through and make it a little bit more challenging. This is an opportunity now to pounce, and Frixel takes it. Killman elsewhere as well, or pardon me, Juicy elsewhere as well onto Wet. And so Team Bliss the blink of an eye on the back foot.
Yeah, cleared out Office and Fountain essentially in one swoop. That was a really good push from Antic, and it gives them a really good position now to take the remainder of this round. Oda, long side angle. All he can do though is watch Brendo fall in front of his eyes. Pressure now in towards Archives. Oda does get the kill, but he's also down. So Fisher Guy in a bit of a perilous position here in a 1 versus 2. I mean, Juicy is quite low. Still 60 seconds left in this round. Holds deep inside of lockers. Antic, can they find this 4th round? Tuhan with double-digit kills. Fisho, the angle. Not to be. Kit in the hands of Juicy. Over towards Fountain. Nitro Salt. Bit of a random one from Fisho. Gives away position. He is also very low on health. 23 HP. Made sound, made movement with that. I think the goal right now for Tuhan and Juicy is probably to just double stack and hold.
To come through over towards single wall Office. Wedables, I think, was maybe considering a play through the hatch down below, but lets the rotate off. Oh, caught off guard. Worthy and Juicy both find a kill apiece. Wedables and Sage now. 2 versus 4. Difficult round to bring back, but as Worthy falls, it is possible.
30 seconds, not a lot of time, but one final death mark to find the location of Tuhan. Towards lockers. Wedables with the orange outline is trying to blend in, but will not work. You can't just waltz into sight.
Oh.
Sage maybe can. Bit of a late rotate. 10 seconds, not a lot of time to come through Office, but they're both going to do so in towards Fountain, and the swift entry to sight though is shut. I can't remember, because the last time in which Bliss dropped 2 maps in a single day of Siege, you'd have to go pretty deep into the record books there.
Just go to Manchester, you'll probably find one. But
well,
I'm talking O's. I don't know.
I'm talking O's. This round is alive though, with the blank going down in towards Talons successfully from Fisher Guy. There was a bit of a brief lapse there from Antic. Despite the significant start, they've kind of lost the advantage that they once had. Orange on orange crime, as Worthy does get the kill onto Fisher Guy. But with this plant down, it becomes very difficult for Antic in the post plant. Still some damage done onto Wedables outside of the alley, playing the exterior. Sage, what can he do? Nothing. Dead. Horror game at the moment for Oda. Hasn't quite probably played to the best of his level. Brando though, he's been great. Another kill. Oda certainly was a benefactor though in helping achieve that kill. And this is more like the Bliss that we know. Yeah, really good smart positioning, game sense, hitting their shots, and honestly making it look very difficult for Antic to keep themselves planted inside of the server. None of their positions really looked all that stable. Tuhan does get an important kill though, at least onto Wedables. Under a minute left, and still a significant advantage for Team Bliss.
Yeah, it's been a really good day for Tui. Pressure on his shoulders now to continue that run of form and find at least 1 or maybe even 2 in the round. Nitro already used by Frixel, so that's not an option to find somebody through Vert for the defense. 30 seconds. Logic bomb, rather a hack onto that information to come through. So maybe the BPC can offer something. Oda though for 2. I mean, the lurk game from Oda's been insane and almost gets a 3rd, but Frixel shuts him down. And a 1v3.
15 seconds left.
And not much time. Is there a world in which you could Is there a world in which he could cause a bit of an upset in this round? No chance that he denies the play. E1D does get the point. Not a lot of displacement actually, but I mean you got Rotero's, I guess. Good kill from Sage onto Tuhan. Keeps playing on through insecurity. But no Dockerby, for example, this time around to get also some information off the logic bombs. Flash, the timing. How are you not dead, Wedables? How are you not dead? The Don enters Whiff City with a VIP pass, and Wedables then the pump. Left, right, where do I look? Where do I play? Where are they entering? It's a difficult one to ask, but he's up for the challenge with Sage, who tried to play the close angle. Credit to Tuhan, he's certainly been the best for Antic in this grand final. Sage by himself, didn't really have any help. Could have easily got someone to peek from break and maybe a bit of miscoordination. In the end, Oda just basically does the same thing. Like, you just got to wait. If Weddapulse is going for the flank from behind.
Played out at the moment defensively inside of security. Weddapulse and Fish then, see if they can cook something up. Fish should give it a freebie.
15 seconds to go.
Juicy caught on an island, but his position now known in the 1v3. We have to see better synchronization here for this time around. It was far too disjointed last time.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Too much hero play, and Fisher loses his life early to Frixel. Great start for Antic in their quest to get us to a third and final map. An easy one though for Sage. Juicy goes down, traded so quickly by Worthy, who's starting to make a little bit more of an impact here in this grand final. Candela's thrown out from Weddapulse. Brendo to follow up. From below inside a workshop, able to get a kill onto Frixel. It's a 3 versus 3. There's just kind of shades of the final round of Nighthaven Labs here and how close this is in these battles. And Oda just able to win that one out against Killerman. Plant successfully down. 2 Han. That's 1. 2 to go. Spray through the wall. Almost found 1 for an almost magical moment. 35 seconds. It's certainly winnable and doable. Shoulder pick. Tries to get a bit fortunate with the bomb chassis blocking a lot of those bullets. 2 HP for Brendo. He just has to hide. There's the flank from Oda. The pistol. Still to be dealt with over towards Fountain. Has been red pinged out. How do they continue to play this round out? There's not a lot of time left, and it's Killerman who gets a big kill onto Fisho. Weddapulse does get the trade at the very least. They've got the numbers. They can use that to their advantage.
Yeah, it's a gun advantage as well. ×2 with the clash down, and that no longer relevant. 2 Han in the 1 versus 3.
Could he?
Attackers have recovered their
I mean, it would be 1 for the record books. 1 for the show reel for sure.
Seemed kind of close in the last round. It was a decent effort this time around though. Again, the plant is down successfully. 1 over towards top metal. Not a lot of time. Has to be quite swift in his decision making. You've got Weddapulse all the way outside of the exterior while a random headshot onto Brendo. He's hilarious. And he could be good. Yellow ping intel. He knows where Oda is, but he still has to deal with Weddapulse outside. Goes prone because of the Candelas. Not a lot of time remaining. 17 seconds. He has to push on. It's a little bit perilous. And with 90 seconds left, it's easy to get antsy as the attacking team here. You want that contact. You want to get a couple of kills. Trying to search it out. Actually, Fisher Guy has already died out. Now Weddapulse too. So it's a 2-player advantage for Antic. Logic Bomb rings out from Frixel. Is there a response now from Team Bliss despite losing a couple of players? What is that angle from Killerman? We'll talk about a swift 14th round. This is not over by any stretch of the imagination. And as good as Brendo has been, a 1v5 in a grand final round is not in his wellhouse, surely. It's 2 Han versus Brendo, and 2 Han comes out on top with his 21st kill. But there has been a slaying elsewhere with Oda getting rid of Juicy. The Don is down, and now so is the boss. But Killerman steps up. That kit is on the floor. It's a 3 versus 3. There is still a lot of time. 90 seconds. Guys, you can slow it down. The pace doesn't need to be set the whole way through. Sage with the diffuser in hand. 3 HP for Frixel. Clubhouse. And there is not a lot of time remaining. The drop will be so important. Smoke. Utility that is still able to be expended from Weddapulse, hoping to maybe bait out a position, and the rotate from Sage still hasn't spotted anyone. 1 in Talus and 1 in Workshop, and the drop is down, and it's successful. Weddapulse, he wins out against Killer, but he doesn't have the kit. That was in the hands of Sage. 4 seconds left. Weddapulse will send them to Riyadh. It's all done. It's all over. 8-7. 8-7. Bliss, as always, the best team in Oceania.
Holy moly, you could not.